The conversation with Mark wasn't explosive. It wasn't screaming or tears. It was quiet, tired. Like two people admitting the house had been burning for years and we just now noticed the smoke. He asked if there was someone else. I didn't lie. He nodded. Then he left. Guilt gnawed at the edges of the freedom I thought I wanted, but it didn't compare to the weight of pretending. The hardest part wasn't the end of my marriage. It was realizing how numb I had become. Nathan hadn't destroyed anything. He'd woken me up. Nathan and I didn't jump into things. We had too many ghosts for that. Instead, we met in small moments. Coffee on the Capitol steps during his transition into a civilian consultant role, long-distance calls late at night, careful check-ins. We were no longer soldiers in the same platoon, but in every way that mattered, we still had each other's six. By winter, I moved into a small apartment in Arlington. Nathan visited more. Sometimes he stayed the weekend, sometimes just for a night. But each time, it felt less like an escape and more like a choice. The first time he cooked for me, steak, because I used to cut mine like it had offended my mother. I knew he remembered everything. Still tense, he teased as I sipped wine. Still smug, I shot back. And then his mouth was on mine, and we didn't make it to dessert. Sex with Nathan wasn't just lust. It was language. A continuation of conversations we hadn't dared have out loud. He knew every scar, physical and otherwise, and didn't flinch from any of them. But we still lived with our pasts. There were nights he jolted awake, breath ragged, drenched in sweat. I held him. Other nights, it was me, blinking into the dark, heart racing from dreams of smoke and sirens. He never said a word. Just reached for my hand and held it until the shaking stopped. Love in the aftermath of war is a quiet kind of ferocity. In spring, we got called to speak at a PTSD recovery panel in Denver. We were both reluctant, but we knew our story mattered. After the event, a young female veteran approached me in tears. I thought I was broken, she said. But hearing you, I think I can heal. That night in the hotel room I turned to Nathan. Maybe this us is more than survival. Maybe it's purpose. He cupped my face, brushed my hair behind my ear. We survived the desert, Ava. Maybe now it's time we let ourselves live. Kissed him. Low. We made love that night like it was a beginning, not a reprieve. Months passed. We found rhythm in the ordinary. Grocery runs, Sunday hikes, day meetings, lazy mornings tangled in sheets and each other. Then one night, he pulled a small velvet box from the drawer beside the bed. I'm not asking you to marry me, he said. Not yet. But I want to know if you see us someday. I didn't hesitate. Yes. Not because of a ring. Not because of a promise. But because after all the fire, all the fallout, all the ash, we were still standing. And now we could finally burn bright.